Hey there, English speakers. Jesse here. And I just had an interesting class in which I looked up English words that originally came from Arabic words. You know, we think a lot of the time the origin of English words are Latin or French or German, but we get a lot of words from Arabic. For example, anything that starts with AL, like algebra, algorithm, alcohol, things like that. I learned that actually from Neil deGrasse Tyson. But there were some others that really surprised me, like candy. Did you have any idea that the word candy came from Arabic? So what I have here, I'm looking at a Wikipedia page that goes down the list. So I thought it'd be fun to look at the list and get kind of a live reaction of my reaction, and I want to see your reaction in the comments below. But what English words originally came from Arabic? I'll put the link to the Wikipedia page in the description below, but let's take a look. For example, Admiral, Adobe. Who knew Adobe came from Arabic? You may have. Alchemy, and the word chemistry came from Arabic. Alcohol, apricot, the fruit. Who knew? Artichoke. This was interesting. Assassin. Assassin's Creed. Interesting. I really enjoy where words come from. I guess it's awar. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Awar. And you can take a look and read all of these, like the descriptions and the history behind it. And what, if a word you find interesting, it'll be interesting to find the route that it took to get to what we know today as this word. It's an interesting study. Coffee and cafe? Holy cow, I didn't know that came from Arabic. Let's see. Kahwa, is that how to pronounce it? Coffee drinking originated in Yemen in the 15th century. How about that? Kahwa, it's kind of like cacao. Look at this, the word cotton came from Arabic. This was the usual word for cotton in the medieval Arabic. Kutun. Kutun. I think my shirt's made of kutun. Let's look at D words. Damask. Well, that is a kind of a flower, I suppose. And it comes from the city of Damascus. How about that? Gazelle. Giraffe. Giraffe comes from Arabic. Zarafa. Okay. Am I pronouncing that? Probably horrible. Let's look at H words. Hookah, of course. Hummus, of course. The word jar, no kidding. You know, hara, that rolling the R is difficult. Hara, that's actually jar in Spanish, or like a big like beer mug, that makes sense. It sounds like with that they kind of have that in Spanish too. That's the J sound in Spanish. That comes from Arabic. So it makes sense in that case. Garbage might. How about that? Let's look at K through M. I hope this video is not super boring. I hope I'm going to be able to publish it. Should probably do something exciting. Lemon? How about that? Limun? Didn't even know they had lemons in the Middle East. Magazine? Who knew they had magazines in ancient Arabic countries? Makhazin, storehouse, storerooms, contains the Arabic root khasan, to store. How do we get magazine from here? This is interesting to me. Is this interesting to you? Let's read on. It'd probably be more interesting if I knew about it and I could tell you about it. The earliest known record in a European language is Latin magazinum.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
For storeroom, I'm a little rusty on my Latin. In the 16th to 18th centuries, but more commonly in English, a magazine was a storage place for ammunitions or gunpowder, which in a gun, and let me put myself in the middle here. With a gun, if you have a gun and the clip, we also call it a clip, the part that comes out that has the bullets in it, that's called a magazine. Load the magazine and you have a loaded gun. Be careful with it. Gun safety is always first. But that's a magazine. I'm not sure where it comes from, like from the magazine that we read. A magazine in the publishing sense. Here we go. How about that? Read on, Jesse. A magazine in the publishing sense of the word started in the English language, meaning a store of information about military or navigation subjects. How about that? 2 more pages. Orange, well, I guess it makes sense if lemon comes from Arabic. Orange probably does. So that answers the question. Naranj. I wonder which came first, orange color or the orange fruit. Arabic descends from the Sanskritic naranja, which is also Spanish for orange, a citrus fruit. The orange tree came from India. It was introduced to the Mediterranean region by the Arabs in the early 10th century. I guess the color comes after that. Let's take a look more. Any really interesting ones that come out? Sofa. I think I knew that. They share a lot of words with Spanish too. Traffic. Interesting. And 0, obviously the numbers we use. I hope this was interesting to you. It was interesting to me to find out that how many words we share in Arabic and English. It just goes to show you, we're not all that different, are we? I'm also doing a comparative religion study between Arabic and Christian biblical and Quran stories. But overall, it's something to say, we're not all that different after all, are we? Question tag, are we? Confirm. But just a little different kind of lesson, a word study. I'll leave the link below if you want to check out these for yourself. And keep studying, keep looking, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.